A long time ago, our people lived in Skyworld. We call them Sky People, and Skyworld is a place of everlasting life. In Skyworld stood a shining celestial tree that resembled a wild cherry. This was the Tree of Life. Sky Woman lived in this place, and her name was Ojijizu. This means mature flower. Her uncle was Radet Salunjas, Sky Chief. He is the overseer of the heavens. One day, he asked Sky Woman to go get water. He asked her to make 3 trips. He told her not to stop and not to speak to anyone. On her 3rd trip, she met a lacrosse player, and he asked her if she would give him a drink. The Sky Chief learned that she disobeyed him. He was upset with the lacrosse player, and he banished him from Skyworld. But he forgave Sky Woman. Sky Woman had a craving for a root, and she asked the Sky Chief to dig some of the roots up for her. He dug a hole at the base of the Tree of Life, which caused it to be uprooted. Sky Woman was curious, and she looked into the hole, and when she did, she fell into the hole. As she was falling, the lacrosse player came to break her fall. After leaving the sky world, he transformed into a comet. He picked her up, and he carried her down to the Earth's upper atmosphere. It's all water. Nekte Ohneganos is shining like the celestial tree. Nene Dios suerte. Then the geese saw her as she was falling, and they carried her on their wings. It was the great turtle that came to the surface and said to the geese, "On my shell you will place her." All of the water animals came to greet her, and she said to the animals, "It is the earth that I need to be able to live." The beaver volunteered to dive and bring up some earth, and he failed. Then the otter volunteered to dive and bring up some earth, and he also failed. It was the muskrat that succeeded in bringing up the earth in his paw for her. As she shuffles on the back of the great turtle, the earth expands rapidly. Sowing the seeds of survival, cultivating the seeds of consciousness, and harvesting the hope for humanity.
back at this time here, these leaders were magicians. They had spiritual energy and powers you don't even understand. So we have a society of doctors that's probably as old as that time, and in there it says they could communicate even with the smallest insects. So it's right in line with our culture. We have actually songs where our ancestors were communicating with the smallest of creatures. Some believe the turtle is what held Earth for a little while, and it may still be under the earth. So Turtle Island, that's where that comes from. There are stories about it. So I think, and also like the turtles, they're significant in our culture. We need turtles for our ceremony. We have rattles made with them. Even sometimes they're part of our ceremonial costume, the smaller rattles and things, right? And we also use them when we're planting. There's another kind of turtle for that song, those seed songs. So the turtle is very significant in our culture.
Sen jutne akni kwainda sanawe chiwahe nege sat kan ronda ne gani kuyo ka sastashra ne skana sen ho nege ne tadina grishrain dong wasut senda sen jut ke akni kwainda ne tana do ne hoti wa ga hande wasut senda ne di nege ne kai honi na gong hat so gyunda drift ne chon ho na cha hat kto so wai diso e thaya David ne athwa Daniel chani ga le kan khui yo kha hau ta ne ta ne ge ni ka ke hon ne ka swa ta so ta ni ge ka yi ge ne ge ne wish ne ge ni han wan jo ge chon ho ne ge na sa gon so wa na kan khui yo kha hau ta ne to ge sa ha we ni ne Athadia David na hodia degen hasra ne gane engwa gisa skat ke hadia na wa ko ne ton hon and wittak na ga sasra dogesti hodia degen hasra ta thadia na kanikwiyo